G'day punters, welcome to Getting the Jump, the show that finds some early plays heading towards Saturday. And Marc, Ohlmus, this week we've got Queensland's race, the Stradbroke Handicap, back at Eagle Farm.
Yeah, great to be back at Eagle Farm, isn't it, Gerard? And great to be back here again this week with you. Also the other two Group 1s, not to be forgotten, the JJ Atkins as well as the Derby. And what a ripping support card. It's quite an unbelievable support card. And the weather, hopefully, will hold off, but we're expecting some rain on race day. So interesting to see how the track comes up.
Let's get stuck into our Stradbroke Handicap then as we start each show looking at our main races. And here, well, our theme is, can the Bostonian do the treble for Tony Pye, having won the Doomben 10,000 and the Tab Kingsford Smith? It's $4.60, trekking at 6, Tie Zone 10, Sprite 11, 14 and longer the rest. This horse in rare form, unbeaten in Queensland.
And now you've got to take about $4.50. That's the only negative aspect to it, Gerard. About $11, won the Kingsford Smith, and then first up was very good in the 10,000, about 40 to 1. All eyes will be on how this track plays in the first couple of races, Gerard. We saw a fortnight ago, very, very much for the leaders, and we saw a couple of rough results. Rail out 2 metres, so whether that's to negate that leaderish aspect of the track, we'll find out on Saturday, but a lot of questions will be answered in the first couple of races.
What's your overs play?
Tom Melbourne.
No.
Tom Melbourne.
You're kidding, aren't you?
No, not kidding. At $31 he came up. Into barrier 16 with the scratchings.
For second, though, yeah? You're
Sure,
for a place?
Well, if you want to back him each way, and maybe 1 by 2, 1 by 3, but gets a winnable race, 53.5 kilos in a Stradbroke, 1,400. Back from his run, who was given a peach by Blake Shin.
How good's he riding?
Going back, a couple of weeks ago, in the Lord Mayor's, I think it was. But he's off the speed here today, and there looks to be a stack of it. Why not? If you throw him in, stand him out to run second in your trifectas and first fours, Gerard. He's $31, this horse, Tom Melbourne. Back. Any specials from the tab for Tom this weekend?
That's the special. In fact, you're getting $31. I mean, you've stated your case, and we're talking about Tom, who one day was a length or two off Happy Clapper in an Epsom. So look, you can make your case, but it's Tom. But anyway, that's your overs play. I like it.
Since winning the Carrington as well, Gerard, you look at some of his SPs. I mean, even last start, we didn't make him an unders play, but look, he was right there, and he did what Tom does. And even if he runs second, back him a place. You're getting well looked after here for the Tab Stradbroke of 2019.
Let's just go to the Queensland Derby and look pretty open Queensland Derby as well. You got Nobu at 460, Mr. Quickie at 5. Fillies are in the mix for Derby glory here. The likes of Aliferous at 12, Scarlet Dream $6, Re-Edit was great last week, $8.50. So the fillies, they're 3 of them, pretty high up there in the market.
Yeah, Mrs. Madrid currently an emergency as well. Still, I thought she was pretty decent in the PJ O'Shea last week. The 7-day backup, that's always somewhat of a concern, but that's definitely superior form you'd thought against older horses at weight for age. I'm with a man to match here, Gerard. We identified him a couple of starts ago before the rough habit.
Yep.
Just thought he was a little bit of overs on that day. Ended up coming in and then going back out again in the market. His run a fortnight ago was exceptional. From last, I can't believe he's opened up $41. To be honest, there's a few in there that have opened up well over the odds. No knock on Nobu whatsoever. But you look at the likes of Vow and Declare for Danny O'Brien. It's a half to like Kyrgyz. So getting out to this 1.5 trip will suit it. I think it's not the worst bet. They went to the line nearly together. But the turn of speed late from a man to match. A horse by High Chaparral looking for 1.5 miles. $41 looks an unbelievable price, and something, again, have something each way, put it in your trifectas and multiples.
Here. I think you found a good one there. Let's now go to the JJ Atkins, and Sydney siders look set to fight this one out. You've got Accession there for Chris Waller and Blake Shin at 460. Prince Farwaz, which turned over reloaded their last start for Anthony Cummings at 480. Reloaded's $5, along with Strasbourg for the Snowdens, which was a good win the other day, 10 plus the rest.
Hey, do you remember who won this race last year?
It was the Autumn Sun.
Handy horse.
Went all right.
Don't know if there are any Autumn Suns in this, Gerard, but over the odds, look, it's very hard to separate the ones at the top of the market. Eric the Eel, though, again off the 7-day backup,
Eric.
which is a little, well named too, which is a little bit of a concern by Olympic Glory. Eric the Eel.
Beautiful
but
name.
You go back to his run last week in the Phoenix, I thought it was super. Hit the line. That last furlong, he absolutely exploded home. Already a couple of runs over the mile, and he looks like a really nice nice derby horse for next season.
Boss on as well. So Eric the Eel, I like it. We're going to overs, unders now. And last week you had exceedance. You got it beat. You had it as unders. What a run it was.
I won't be doing that again, right? I will not be doing that again.
What about the splits at Wren there? But let's go to the last at Randwick first. And you've got a Bustin Young Import having its first run in Australia here.
Another hurdle winner, Gerard. Another hurdle winner over at Market Raisin. Now, look, this horse has had a couple of jump outs at Cranbourne, 800, then 1,200 metres.
Jack Regan.
Yes, pardon me, Gerard. Jack Regan, the British horse, having his 17th start. Really found the line well, not only over the 1,200, but over the 800. Just a really strong, beautifully travelling horse. And the fact that they've sent him up to Sydney to have his first up run just sends off a few alarm bells. Already $26 into about 15 with tabs. So great each way bet there. Next, you go into the Queensland Guineas. Yes, indeed. But look, I think this horse could be really smart. He's 3 from 3 since being gelded. Colding, I speak of course. He looks hard to beat. He just at $3. We may get a better price on the day. Break the 1,500 metre track record last start. I think you're right there. Ring-a-ding-ding at $5. We're talking about a stakes winner which is coming back from a Group 1, a decent run at Group 1 weight for age level, which is on the second line of betting here. Bahuta Kawa, Seabrook, a previous Group 1 winner. Junipal's been backed. Colding in form, but I can see why he made it unders. And then you go into the Brisbane Cup. I think we get a rough result here. I think we can pot 60s groove at around about the $3.80. Gee, punters are sticking into 60s groove, as you can imagine. Well, good luck to them if they're sticking fat after its last couple of runs, but at the 380 we'll pot it. Okay, so 60s groove there. Unders, gee, the Candyman's been costing the tab a fortune, and will again. It'll be a teeth, it'll be short on that UTAB tote, I have no doubt. Toting around next, and this quaddie. If a couple of those rough results get up, could pay anything. $200,000 jackpot for UTAB customers there at the farm on Saturday. And you got the 3 group runs in the Brizzy Cup. You've added Kubrick, I see, to the JJ Atkins selection. He was a very, very smart debut winner at Cranbourne and then went to Randwick and franked that form. He's a really smart prospect. I see you've got Scarlet Dream, the pick of the fillies. You've left the Bostonian out and just the 4 for the Brizzy Cup, including the Candyman, Grey Lion, Harapur, Exoteric. Yeah, just left a couple out to find a bit more value, Gerard. So fingers crossed, and you'd be mad not to have a quaddie on Saturday. $100 just over, 16.5% there. The early arrival, your overs play of the week. You're going to Randwick and the listed June Stakes over the 1100. I am a massive fan of this mare, Alassio, 5-year-old by Fox Wedge. She was brilliant winning the Trisco and then the Guy Walter. Wasn't disgraced in the Coolmore either. You look at the form there. She beat Dixie Blossoms, who then came out and won the Coolmore. She's fresh up here. 1100 probably the query, but the way Gay and Adrian are going at the moment, $15. Thank you. I'll have some of that. I remember one night at Canterbury on Sky Thoroughbred Central, Adrian, we asked him for his best for the day tomorrow. He picked Alassio and it absolutely bolted in. I know the stable's got a big opinion of her. I'm going to Endless Drama in the Tab Stradbroke. I know it's already firm throughout the week, but I know it's Endless Drama. But stablemate of the fave. Yeah, stablemate of the fave. And $14. Talking about a horse which won an Apollo Stakes one day, beating the likes of, Coming Through, I think it beat in that race. Also Global Glamour. Won a Group 2 over the mile prior to last start. Drew Wide went back last start. Here it's drawn midfield. Should be able to sit a bit closer. Gerard, one of those horses on that leaderish track at Eagle Farm that made up a heck of a lot of ground. Exactly. So, and drawn 8 this time. I'd expect it to sit in a really good spot. So, Endless Drama for mine, probably at its best, probably should be closer to single figures. So, great day, Stratty day. Can't wait. Hopefully the weather holds out, but it should be a big crowd there at Brisbane. Yeah, should be great. Get there, Eagle Farm. Stradbroke back at Eagle Farm. How good. Thanks for joining us on Getting the Jump. Don't forget you can catch us on the Tab blog. Check out the words tips. The word has been absolutely on fire on the blog, and we'll see you next week. Good luck, punters.